but what rights are they being stripped of?
Their identity.
Guys, real question. Is being able to identify something considered a right?
If one of us passed away and it had, like, say I buy a house in my name, I pass away, if my family were so inclined, they could take that house from her and kick her out.
Bro, the Supreme Court is not trying to overturn gay marriage.
Being a lesbian identified woman, I'm part of a larger community. That larger community is the LGBT community, and he has already taken trans rights. And
which ones?
The ones where they're able to identify as their gender.
I'm just asking what rights, because you say trans rights, but what rights are they being stripped of?
Their identity. They're not able to identify.
Guys, real question. Is being able to identify something considered a right? And I'm not asking that for clickbait. When I think of rights, I think of rights like freedom of speech or the Civil Rights Act, where you shouldn't be discriminated against based off of your race or gender or things that you can't control. So when I think of, getting rights stripped away, I think of things like that. The right to own a home, the right to bear arms. What this person is saying, I don't know if I consider that a right. But let's continue.
With their gender.
That's illegal now?
Yes.
It is not illegal.
Okay, I'm done. We're done.
If a man said that he was a woman, that's not illegal. All right, here we go. I'm going to start with you, and then I'm going to go around. I just want your raw reactions on TV, so you can say literally whatever you want.
Are you sure you want that from me?
Yes. Yeah, there's a good content. The crazier, the more uncensored you are, the better for me. So I'm okay with it.
Oh my
I'm not
gosh,
the
I'm in
news.
heaven.
Yeah, right. Okay. Trump has been in office for nearly a month now. I want your reaction to his first month. What has he done that's good, bad, overall reaction?
Good or bad? Can't say anything.
Can't say anything?
No.
No opinion?
Exhausted.
Exhausted. He's busy.
Yes.
He's a busy man. All right, what's your reaction to his first month? This little chunk in a 4-year period.
I'm scared.
You're scared? Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm scared as well.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Why are we scared?
We can't say too much more because she's a teacher, so.
In the state of Florida.
Okay, you're a teacher in the state of Florida?
Yeah, so there's not too much I can say.
Perfect. Yeah. Do you want to speak more on why you're scared? You can leave. Yeah. I don't want anything to come back on you. Yeah.
Just with our rights and our personhood and some of the hate that is so has been brought up to the surface. And
you know what's crazy to me? Usually in life, when you're passionate about something, you can speak very freely about it. Like, I love basketball. I could speak about basketball all day. You ask me who the GOAT of the NBA is, I can tell you instantly. I can go on a whole rant on why I think LeBron is the GOAT. Yes, I'm a LeBron fan. So the reason I'm bringing that up is because she said that she's scared of Donald Trump being in office. And Caitlin Bennett immediately asked, what are you scared of? What exactly is fearful to you? You would think if someone can instill fear inside of you, you should be able to say exactly what you're scared of, right? Because at the end of the day, you've thought about it enough to where you have anxiety and fear. However, this person is unable to do that, meaning that they have to really sit and think about why they're scared. This tells me that you've been listening to a lot of propaganda, because if you are actively unable to list exactly what you're scared of, even though you're scared, that means that you're scared of what you've heard. You're not actually scared of things that he's done. You're scared of things that you've been told that he's done. And that means that you've been pushed a liberal pill, basically. I'm not trying to sit here and defend all of Trump's actions at all. I'm just saying, whether it comes to anyone, let your thoughts be your own thoughts. But let's continue.
And it feels like it's a step backwards in a lot of ways.
And you feel that within Trump's first month.
Yes.
Okay. What has he done to target your personhood? And what is your personhood? When you say we, like, what are you talking about?
Sure, I'm a lesbian identified woman.
Okay.
Yeah. And so as of right now, there's some fear about marriage rights getting overturned in the Supreme Court, which means that if I get married, then if something were to happen to my partner and I, then I couldn't visit her in the hospital. She couldn't visit me in the hospital. There'd be like some confusion around our assets. So if we ever bought a house together, and it was in one of our names or both of our names, we'll say one of our names because I don't know if you can buy a house together if you're not married. So then if one of us passed away and it had, like, say I buy a house in my name, I pass away, if my family were so inclined, they could take that house from her and kick her out.
Bro, the Supreme Court is not trying to overturn gay marriage. I don't even know how she came to that conclusion. That is an insane conclusion. I don't know where that's coming from. But what? What? No, the Supreme Court is not trying to overturn gay marriage. What are you talking about?
Okay. So I'm not familiar with anything that he said about anything about gay marriage. Can you tell me what he said or what's making you feel that way?
It's less about what he has said and more about the actions that have taken place over the past, for example, stacking the Supreme Court, overturning Roe v. Wade, setting a precedent to overturn something like gay marriage when, for example, 5 states, Michigan, Ohio, North Dakota, South Dakota, have made movements for the Supreme Court to overturn marriage equality. And
what actions has he engaged in that would make you feel he would support something like that?
Being a lesbian identified woman, I'm part of a larger community. That larger community is the LGBT community, and he has already taken trans rights. And
which ones?
The ones where they're able to identify as their gender. So trans men and trans women are being denied to even be able to serve in the military. They aren't able to access the restrooms that they are identifying with.
And you think those are rights that, so people have a right to go into the military?
I don't feel comfortable with this.
I'm just asking what rights, because you say trans rights, but what rights are they being stripped of?
Their identity. They're not able to identify with their gender.
That's illegal now?
Yes.
It is not illegal.
Okay, I'm done. We're done.
If a man said that he was a woman, that's not illegal. You just can't. If you have something to say.
I think okay. I think she was referring to the executive order that Donald Trump signed, and I may be wrong. If I'm wrong, correct me, because I didn't really look into this that deeply. She's referring to the executive order that says you can only identify as a male or a female, I believe. I think that's an executive order. I may be wrong. But here's the thing. That's not a law, and it's not illegal. If you guys don't know, Congress is the one who writes the laws and who signs things into legislation. When you have an executive order, that applies specifically for the executive branch, which is why it's called executive order. It's not a law. And I don't even know if that's a real executive order. I don't know. I don't remember reading that, but I think I heard it somewhere. Let me know in the comments. Somebody's going to let me know.
Come say it. You act real tough, but I don't see anything. So again, the LGBTQ, especially the T crowd, spreading their propaganda and fake news. That is not illegal. Trump has never said that he wants to make it illegal for a man to identify as a woman. That is not happening out here. Although I have some opinions about what should happen about that. Hi, are you coming back?
Just a question. Could you delete their portion? They just asked if you would do that for them, please.
I'm probably not going to do that. If she wants to come back and clarify and have a conversation, we can do that.
I think she just felt threatened by your
How was I
question.
threatening her?
Well, no, it's just, they're challenged. Trust me. For a man that my daughter's gay, I worry about my kids. And
Yeah.
so I wish you would. It's unfortunate. I feel kind of maybe they were a little bit, you blindsided them.
All I asked was what trans rights are being taken.
I know, but I'm just saying. Can you please stop that, please?
So if you're going
If
to
you
talk
choose
to me,
not
he
to.
is going to film just
But
because
I'm not trying to be nasty, but don't.
No. I'm not trying to be.
Anything.
I'm not being nasty either.
Okay.
I wasn't threatening anybody.
No,
I'm
of course
actually.
you weren't. No,
I don't feel threatening at
No,
all.
Please.
Yeah,
please
yeah,
stop.
no, yeah.
Please stop. In no way do I feel like you were being threatening.
Okay.
It's just for the area where we live, they feel very scared at times, and you have.
And I
to,
would
you
love
have
to make her
respect
feel
it.
more comfortable because I think she's scared out of. I don't think there's anything she needs to be scared
but
about.
it's easy to say when you're on that side of the fence. And
Wait, so
if you're in the traditional heterosexual relationship, you haven't walked in their shoes. So I don't know if you have the experience to even say you.
I don't need to have a
I know,
gay
but please,
experience
I just come and ask you if you would please.
Yeah, well,
if you choose
I have no
not
promises.
To,
No
if you choose
promises
not
about
to,
that.
then
If
that's
she would
it.
like to come back and have a
I'm
conversation,
just
and I
coming-
could maybe
I'm
make
coming
her
as a
feel a
father.
little better
I
to
got
let
you.
her know that
I'm
like
just
nothing
coming-
bad's gonna happen to her.
I got you. I'm just coming as a father.
Yeah, I
And
appreciate
that's all I'm
that.
asking.
Yeah.
I'm not being
That's the type of
confrontational.
dad we need out here,
Well,
coming and
well,
being,
that's why I'm here.
spokespersons for their daughters.
But
I love that.
I'm just saying, if you would please delete that, I would personally appreciate it.
Yeah.
If you choose not to, you guys do what you want.
For sure.
Best of luck to you. But
Yeah.
it's unfortunate. If somebody asks you out of kindness, would you delete that? If you choose not to, that doesn't say much for you.
Well, if you feel that way, that's fine.
Because like I said, you wouldn't give us any idea about what you're asking. We thought it was good.
Well, it was a reaction. It was a it was a reaction video. So
They got set up. And
no,
that's
they weren't set up. What did I set them up with?
No,
asking them
because
to back
you
up
didn't
their
give an
claims that
idea.
her personhood is going to
They're
be
thinking
taken
that-
away
they're
and her
thinking that
rights.
maybe this was going to be something funny that you were trying to do, and so it was somewhat misleading, and that's what's.
It wasn't misleading.
Well,
I didn't say it was funny.
No, you did. No, you
But
did.
it is a
no,
fun
you did.
time.
No, you didn't. No, by no means
Yeah.
did you say anything. In this.
So he's going on a rant about how I guess they feel attacked from being asked a question. I mean, maybe their feelings were hurt. That's possible, but I do think it was an important question because if you feel like a president scares you, I think those challenges. I mean that thought process should be challenged because nobody should just scare you randomly. Nobody should have that level of power over your life. And if they do have that level of power, then something is wrong and something needs to be addressed. And that's what's happening here. Something is being addressed. I think it was a productive question that you should even ask yourself. But anyways, let me know what you all think in the comments below. My name is LFR JoJo, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.